aero is obviously pretty important in the type of rider that you are. How much have you leaned into aero? Obviously, the UCI have come and stamped on some of your aero gains this year with the changing the bars, helmets banned for next season. But how much aero testing have you done? And then how much, sneaky gains do you still think there is to be made in that area?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't really done too much aero testing. Just, it's yeah, you need a big budget team to kind of get a lot of support in that. And yeah, that's not something that we have like infinite resources to test, unfortunately. And yeah, we're looking to do more and more of that now. But I think it's something that I've kind of like naturally leaned into and just kind of trying to find my own gains and do what I can where I can. And yeah, that's a massive help from my coach, like Jacob Tipper. He's super into that. And yeah, it's always taking tips from him really and doing his suggestions, but then also, yeah, thinking about it myself and just trying to maximize everything that I know works. But I guess I don't have solid data to always back that up and prove it. But yeah, aero is just it's massive, and just doing everything as best I can and try and being as efficient as possible, especially when you're trying to ride solo is pretty important.
I think there's more aero affordable stuff coming down the pipeline. I chatted to the WAHOO, who obviously sponsors EF as well. I was chatting to the CEO the other day. And my question to him was kind of like, you remember when you used to get a iPhone and then the one after that just had so many more cool things on it? It was like the first one was just a phone, then the next one was like a phone and a camera, and then the next one was like all your music and shit. It's like, wow, this is unreal. And then at some point, I don't know where it was, like iPhone 9 to iPhone 10, there's just no difference. They're all the same now. And I was just like, are head units that basically? Like, how many more data screens do I need? How many more maps do I need? They're all basically pretty cool. If you have a WAHOO or if you have a Hammerhead, they're all kick ass right now. But he actually disagreed. He thinks the new innovations are coming around aero. That WAHOO have that built-in aero sensor now on the front of it. And they're going to start developing in the next few years actually useful tools for that.
hmm Yeah, I mean that'd be massive gain if we can get that going. It's yeah, the more accessible and easier it is, and yeah, the more fine tuning you can do. Because it's when we're so busy, you're doing races all year, and then like you get to the off season, and to be honest, like the last thing you want to be doing is spending another weekend at a wind tunnel. So like if you can just do it on the road and yeah, with a Wahoo, then yeah, that'd be flipping awesome to be honest.
Is there like whispers in the bunch who's doing the most aero testing? Like this, because the kind of breakaway analogy you were given, so much of that in my head is psychological. Like you're pushing when they're pushing to kind of crack them. But if there's a rider that I know, look, I'm doing 370 watts and he's the same weight as me and he's only doing 340, that starts to crack me a bit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess it's you've still got to do it, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? It's like no matter what the other person's doing, you've still got to push to get them. But yeah, I try not to think about the watts too much, and just it's all about feeling. And if I'm feeling good, then I'll push a bit harder, and if not so good, then yeah, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah, yeah, fair. Talk to me about Worlds. Uh, Crazy, insane. Do you know what? I was so close to sticking an each way bet on you. I was out on the group spin on Saturday.
Not allowed to tell me this.
And the lads were like, who do you reckon? And I was like, oh, I reckon Ben Healy for an each way. Because the bookies pay five deep for each way here. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
and then I was absolutely gutted I didn't. Could have split the money with you, know.
See, you wouldn't believe the amount of people that come up to me and go, "I'm sticking a bet on you. Is that a good idea?" I'm like, "You can't tell me this, like
I
stop,
stick on my house
stop
on
it."
you, mate.
Yeah, yeah, like like in the Olympics, like they ran this massive, like the bigger than anti-doping was the cause about betting. You're like, okay, you could get in real trouble for this. So
Oh, can you actually, yeah?
yeah, yeah. Like as a rider, it's like you're not even allowed to say if you're injured on your social media or anything because it can influence the
Oh,
betting
influence
markets.
the
It's
betting
like
markets.
it's mental when you start digging into it. So yeah, well, don't tell me that.
Isn't
You
it
put a bet on
wild though
me.
how much like access, say if you were like, I know I've had Dirk Friel on the podcast from Training Peaks, like if you were a little bit of a nefarious software owner like that, you could dig into riders' data and go, oh,
Yeah,
Ben's on a flyer this weekend, because everyone's sharing like their Whoop data and shit from onto their Training Peaks as well now. It's like, oh, he hasn't slept well. Like, the money's
yeah,
not on
yeah,
him tonight.
yeah, yeah. It's I'm sure if they did, if you won a big bet and they didn't want to pay out, they'd definitely find some way. Just hope that doesn't get me in trouble.
My uncle
Yeah.
actually won a bet back like 20, 30 years ago, massive like accumulator on horses in London.
Uh-huh.
I went around to collect it the next morning, the bookies had closed down.
Yeah.